The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 78. You got the NASDAQ up 7. S&P's down 6. Gold is off to the races, folks. They're going to take these shots and toast them and roast them. We got the gold contract right now trading up 970. You got velocity behind this move, and this is early in the day. 1340 gold's at. Silver's finally catching a bid, up 8 cents. And, of course, in the silver market, that thing is so volatile, it's amazing. It sits there, it does nothing, and then all of a sudden when it takes off, you better hold on. We have oil numbers coming out this morning. Oil's down 73.
We do. We had that CPI at 8:30, right? That's putting all the juice. Quite a seesaw. Gold spiked down on that, which was remarkable, and then spiked back up.
It was volatility in spades. We have the 10-year note down 15, 30-year bond off 12, King dollar. Bottom line, can't hold price, man. You know, it was up 225. You're up 53. We're at 80. 9,650. The euro's at 123, and the metal market, folks, is all about the yen. The yen's at 107.29. Tommy and I were talking about yesterday. It broke out of the range. Bottom line is that this yen keeps getting stronger. This metal market will go topside. Volatility, folks. We got the guy that can explain not only volatility, but in a common sense way. If you want to understand options upside down, very easy. Lays it down. We got our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks, every trading day right here, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. Great show. TD Ameritrade, swim lessons. Go to Target TV. Go to TFNN, hit Target TV. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. Yeah, what a turnaround in this market when that number came out, huh?
Oh, man, I'm telling you. And you know what's so great? You know, so picture that, you know, it jammed it down so much, and there was so much energy there, right? I'm saying to myself, you know, there's no way this is going to hold all the way down here.
2% in the markets across the board, right?
Exactly, exactly. And you know how, but that takes so much energy, folks. That's why you're seeing these bounces. You know, that was 50 S&P points. Right. 50 S&P
500
points.
Dow points. I mean, in like a heartbeat. Yeah.
Right. Gotta love it, man. That's,
you know, I think this number. And when by number I mean the CPI number that came out at 7:30 Chicago time, 8:30 your time. It was set up to fail almost. Yeah. It was like to try to get that number right. It was like hitting a bullet with a bullet, right?
Right.
They wanted it in line. They didn't want it bad, but they wanted it good, but not too good, because that would rate. Well, you got one that was a little too good, a little hot for this market, showing some inflation. So bonds that were, you know, drifting upward. The 10-year and the 30-year were both drifting upward before the number came out. Went right south the minute that number came out. But kind of muting this whole trade was the retail sales number. That was a huge disappointment.
Yeah, it was.
Retail sales. So
we're not buying anything, folks. We're not buying clothes.
No, both of them coming out simultaneously.
Right.
No, yeah.
Right. So the fact that retail sales kind of took some of the steam out of this market, and look at, as we're on here on the air time, E-minis go positive.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
They're rallying as we sit here.
You know what's so cool, Kevin, is that, like, it was really like the last 3 days that all of a sudden everyone's saying that, hey, this is going to be a big number. It's going to move the market. And I was saying, you know, I got on the thing saying, yeah, it is. And I'm trying to still wonder, like this morning, I wonder why all our perceptions change so much, like in 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like...
Which, for the short term, the CPI has become one of the key data points for the month in this economy. So they're really, these guys these traders are going over these numbers looking for inflation. Tom, we're looking at a melt up here as we're sitting here.
Oh, it's serious business, man.
It's accelerating.
The pennies were down when we came on the air. They're now up 7.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Gold's up $15.
Yeah, something's going on in gold too. Yeah, that is a strong market, especially with.
See, I'm gonna get you on that. I'm gonna get you on that side, Kevin.
Look at the dollar has now gone from down in the morning to up big when that number came out. Now it's down again.
It is. It is. Listen, you know, folks, every day here, right? Seriously, you know, when I started off the program, understanding volatility, understanding the strategies, you want to get in the option market, listen 11 to 12 every day. You know, I love your program, Kevin. I'm telling you, man. I think you just make it so easy and so natural. It's a different ball game. Do you know what I mean? It really is. You know, and when we get markets like this, we know we've been doing it long enough. These are the type of markets, folks, that you need. You know, because you're just taking the gravy out of the middle.
It's a different kind of option show they had to do when the market just crept up with no volatility for 2 years. Finally, you can look at the market and see what's moving each way. Right.
You know, it's and you roll in the options. There's just so many different strategies that are out there that are so cool,
man.
An educated investor or an educated trader is a lot of ways, Tom, the difference between success and failure.
Oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. Because what ends up happening is that when you just start now, folks, you can be right in the context of where you think it's going. But if you have the wrong strategy, you know, you're done. And I know I've told the story before. I remember when I was first doing this, I had a great trade on. I thought I had a great trade on. Coming in the morning, this is like 94 or something. I'm saying to myself, oh, this is going to be great, man. I'm going to clean up, and I just broke even, folks. And it was a Dell option, but guess what? I had paid so much money for the option. It was like, you're going to be kidding me, man.
What was the expected move, right?
Yeah, exactly. And what happened, and this doesn't happen anymore, but it used to happen in the 90s. Remember, they wouldn't open the option market. They waited 10, 15 minutes, Kevin. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, we're not going to open up yet, man.
We went through a rotation. Where we manually opened each market along the way.
Yeah, right. Different ball game. So
different ball game.
And what happens now, folks, is of course, you know, the Thinkorswim platform. You get a retail platform that's a professional platform that you can put those trades on, have a field day. And we got a traders market out here today, man. Look at this. This is.
I mean, that spike. We just have the Nasdaq 100 up there, Kevin. What did it go from 65, about 80, all the way down to 64.60, 120 points, and now it's back up 65.85.
Right,
just like
that. You don't like the market you're looking at? Just wait a few minutes. It'll change.
New England weather. New England weather, right?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, you can't talk about the weather when you live in Florida.
No, we can't. We heard in Chicago when you get 8 days of snow or something, right?
The piles. It's just piles everywhere. You know what I mean?
Thankfully, you're 2 weeks out of March, Kevin, and then there's maybe some light at the end of the tunnel, you know? So
Patrick's Day is always sunny. Right? Always.
That's right,
man. That's right. You said it.
You gotta love it. So what are we talking about today?
Tway, we have too much to talk about today, actually. The first segment, we're going to go over everything that's happened in the market and the numbers. Nice. The second segment, we're going to go over TD Ameritrade is sending in their head of social media to talk about how you can use Twitter to trade. You can enter an order through Twitter on the TD Ameritrade platform. She's going to be there. Sanaina's going to be there.
Really?
In the second section, and then we're going to talk about VIX and go do a quick discussion on VIX in our third thing. So watch the show today.
Nice.
They're going to teach you how to trade via Twitter using the information you get on Twitter and trade right from there.
Amazing.
Pretty remarkable.
Right here, folks, 45 minutes from now, you just go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Kevin, you have a great one, safe one. Of course, we look forward to the show in 45 minutes.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thanks, man. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow flat. Nasdaq's up 29. S&Ps are up 2.5. Gold's up $15, $13.45. Finally caught a nice bid. Silver's up 17 cents. We're coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
All right, welcome back. Dow -6, NASDAQ up 34, S&P's up 3. Pretty remarkable,
Isn't
right?
it?
I mean, just looking at the Nadex platform we have up there. I mean, check out that move down on the S&P's 830. And this is what we're talking about. So the high of that bar is 26.74. The low of that bar, 26.28. Almost 50 full points. These are 5-minute bars we're talking about. And then look at the creep back up.
Amazing.
Almost right to that level. And, all the markets are the same. NASDAQ 100, literally as we speak, back at it to the penny. 64.90, yeah, we're even above that level. 64.93, pretty remarkable.
Wow.
And now we're, as we speak, climbing above 65.96, 65.93, and look at that spike. So this, again, 5-minute bar.
Yeah.
You go from 65.93 to 64.64. You're talking about 130 NASDAQ 100 points. And the Dow, I think it was a 500-point bar. 24,780, yeah, 8 points shy of a 500 bar. 24,780 down to 24,288. And then Dow hasn't quite made it. That seems to be the weakest of the indices coming back. NASDAQ's above that level, and S&P's is close. S&P's are close, about 6-7 points from where we were prior to that news.
Pretty amazing.
Give
oil.
Give it 3 minutes. That's right.
Let's go to oil.
Oil.
So we got oil numbers coming out 10:30.
Okay. So we'll zoom in on oil first. So kind of all the markets, which is remarkable. You don't normally see the crude oil market reacting to the CPI, but even the crude oil market, man. Right. 8:30 this morning, 58.75, trades down 45 cents to about 58.30 on the news.
Yep.
From there, we've been bouncing around. So currently trading 58.62. Okay, we're going to jump into our commodity spreads we like to take a look at. We're going to start it off with crude oil. So let's take a look at the 11 o'clocks first and see where they line up. So again, oil's trading 58.60.
Yeah.
We're going to have an option here at 58.50 to line up a bullish and a bearish trade if we'd like. Okay, 58.50 up to 56. 58.50 down to 57. That's going to be interesting to see what kind of premium they have in here with everything going on in the market, even with oil reacting to the news. This is going to be our bullish trade. We're going to have about 15 pennies of intrinsic value because we're trading at 58.66 right now. That would be our buy, $29 to the positive side. That's going to be our sell, $14 to the negative side. And again, this one's going to be more expensive because we have about 14 pennies or $14 of intrinsic value. That's kind of the difference of the two contracts.
Yes.
So you're looking at $43, $44 between those two. Not bad when you consider that we're away from the middle point, right? I mean, this seems to line up fairly well. Now let's just jump around real quick to the noon, see where those price points line up. So they're going to be slightly different here, okay? So we had 58.50 being our focal point on the 11 a.m.s. For the noons, because these are getting set when they open, so the 11 a.m.s go from 9 till 11, so they're kind of getting set at about 9 o'clock.
Yep.
The noons go from 10 till noon, so they're getting set at about 10, right? So these line up at either 58.25, or we could line them up at 59. Now, we've looked at this before, right? So this trade would take on a slightly bullish, the 11 a.m. Slightly bullish, only because that's where you're going to have some value. So if you're buying this at 58.80, the contract's at 58.65, you only need 15 pennies to the upside to break even, right? Whereas to the downside, you're going to need the full $45 or 45 cents below 58.50, so you're going to need to trade to 58.05. You're going to need about 60 cents to the downside to break even. So you can see it becomes a slightly bullish trade when you're up there. Now, what if you were just slightly bearish, right? Well, that's where these might line up well. So let's take a look at maybe using the 59, okay? So you still want a volatility trade maybe, but maybe you want to have the intrinsic value to the bearish side.
Yes.
So here's where this is going to be your bullish spread from 59 to 60.50.
Yeah.
And then there's your bearish one. Now on this one, the bearish one's going to be the more expensive one because this one you're going to have 35 cents of intrinsic value. So that's going to cost you 45 pennies to the downside.
And that's good to noon. Okay.
And that's good till noon. And this is going to have $10 because realistically, you are a full 35 pennies out of the money on the bullish spread because you start getting value at $59. So you're looking at $55 for a noon spread compared to 45, but this takes on a much more bearish angle.
Yes.
Because you have 35 cents of intrinsic value in your bearish spread. So last one to jump around at, let's see where the 230s line up. So the 230s, this would be a good, I'm just going to jump really on the dailies real quick to see. Okay, so they both, this is good. We'll do a quick comparison. We got 7 minutes till those EIAs come out. So this goes, now we just looked at the noons, right? These are $1.50 spreads.
Okay.
Now when you go to the 230s, the ones that get set at 8 in the morning are $3 spreads. And then we'll jump real quick to these, which are the dailies, which are going to be $5 spreads, okay?
Yes.
So first, let's take a look now. We have the 59 to 60.50 at noon. We're going to replace that with 59 all the way up to 62.
Yeah.
Now, you can see the bid offer and how things change, and I'll go over it, but not only are you paying, realistically, most of that premium is going to be for the 2.5 hours, okay? Because you have an extra 2.5 hours in there. So you would be buying the bullish spread. This one's costing you 18, as opposed to the noon was costing us 10, right? So you're paying an extra 8 pennies for the 2.5 hours, but you're also paying it for the profit potential up to 62. And on the flip side of that, going 59 to 56, here was our 12 o'clock, $1.50 down, and you can see the difference in the bid offer. You had 58, 53 to 56. Now you got about, let's just see, you would be selling this spread, right? Because you're selling it. You have about 39 cents of intrinsic value. So that's going to cost you 56 there. It's going to cost you 18 there. You're going to be looking at about $74.
Yeah.
And so you'd need 74 cents of movement,
That's a lot of movement
away from 59.
Right.
Now,
but yeah,
you already have 40 to the downside, and that's what I want to kind of show. Now, the thing that we talk about all the time is, what's cool is, so these are $3 spreads. What's going to happen probably, these line up the same exact way. Check this out. So these are going to be $5 spreads, same exact time, and they're going to be almost identical, right? So check that out. This is a great example. 59 to 62 or 59 to 64, and they're almost identical. So if you're going to make this trade, you would want to make it with these, right? Because
For sure. Right.
You know, the you know, anomaly time, the outlier time where you do get more than $3 of movement in oil, why would you not want to have that potential when you're paying literally, I mean, the market's tick for tick with the profit potential for that $2. So here would be your bullish spread again. You'd be buying it. You're about 38 cents out of the money, so that's going to be your cheap one on the bullish side. You'd be selling the one $5 down from 59 to 54 instead of the one 59 to 56. Same expiration time. Selling that. That's going to be the one with all your intrinsic value. So you're paying 54, paying 18. There you go, $72, $74. Pretty much just in line.
Wild?
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So we'll see. I mean, that does get expensive when you're looking at it. You know, you would definitely want to have a bearish bias, I believe, if you were trading this, because now, as we say that, look at that jump that we just got. Yeah. We're up to 58.70, 58.71. But you would, because if you're paying $72, which is 72 cents, and you need, you know, if you were bullish, well, geez, you need 30 cents just to get to the floor of the bullish spread, and then you need that same 70 cents. So you need $1 to the upside to break even on the upside, whereas you only need about 30 to 40 cents to the downside to start breaking even. So that's how you can see where that bias would take shape.
Yeah, so let me just pull this up for a second. So look at that gold contract go. I love it. $17.
Everything's moving. You got it, man.
Everything's moving. Okay, so...
Of course, we're coming right in. We got the news coming in 3 minutes.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 19. NASDAQ, look at NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is up 46. S&Ps are up 6. We have gold up 17.30. Silver's up 20 cents. King dollar's down $1.77. 177 ticks. Tommy and I come right back, folks. Stay right there.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
It's a special month at TFNN, and with market volatility back, we've decided to hold an open house in our Tiger's Den. For this month only, you can get a full 30 days of Tiger's Den membership without paying anything. The Tiger's Den is our interactive chat room where you can chat with other tigers and tigresses along with the TFNN hosts during each of their programs. For all of the details and to start your 30-day free trial to the Tiger's Den today, visit the front page of TFNN.com before this deal is gone.
Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
All right, welcome back. We're going to jump into those crude oil numbers, but let's take a look at the price as before we do it. So we got quite a little bounce here. 58.99 approaching 50, approaching 59 right on the dot. About a 40-cent jump, 45. And we'll jump back to those top live numbers. So here we go. You had crude oil inventories rising 1.84 million barrels. I believe the estimate was about an increase of just over 3 million barrels. So coming in slightly under, right? Less supply. That's maybe the jump in price, going up there. Gas inventories rising 3.6 million barrels. And let's just jump back because, as we know, 10 seconds after this news comes, a lot can happen. Boof, look at that, 59.24. So I had pulled up. This was going to be potentially the 11 o'clocks, right? So in this case already, your bullish spread would be the one that's deep in the money, of course. There's your bullish spread, 57 to 58.50. You're trading about 58.45. Now this one would have cost us about 45 pennies, I believe, which would be $45 for both contracts. So there, you're about at the break even to the positive side. Now what's interesting
is that was hard for that to do.
That's what I was just going to say. This is the one that had the slightly bearish trade, bias, because you were at 58.60, and the floor was going to be, 58.50. Is that right? Yeah. Pretty remarkable. We'll see where it shakes out. 59.25.
Yeah. And that's there's some. The volatility's out there.
It is, and we're only 2 minutes, 10:32 on the dot from where we've been.
Gotta love it, man.
Gotta love it. Okay, we'll check back in.
Let's go to our man Paul in Henderson. Hey, Paul, what's going on, brother?
What's happening, gentlemen? Good morning.
How you doing, man?
Paul?
Hey, man, I'm doing great. I'm looking for an entry on this JNUG for a day trade, and watching Litecoin go bonkers last night, and I had to give you guys a call because I bought the Bitcoin spread. Now, this is still on the demo account, so I went long on Monday.
Okay, cool.
And I'm still trying to figure this out. It says my P&L is up 246, but is that per contract or is that total?
That would be total.
Okay. So Bitcoin
and so what's going to happen there is that... I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying Bitcoin is lagging compared to Litecoin right now.
So just to go back, Paul, so the spread for Bitcoin opened 4,700 by 12.7. So the middle of that spread was about 8,700, where Bitcoin's kind of been hanging out for the last couple days. So per contract, it's $10 in movement in Bitcoin represents $1 in movement in the profit loss.
Okay.
So how many contracts in that demo account were you trading?
8.
8. Okay, so that makes more sense. That's what I want to get, so even let's just call it like, about 10. If you trade 10 contracts in there,
that's the full.
You're trading basically a full Bitcoin, Paul.
Oh, okay.
Do you see how that works? So that's the way to look at it, because right now I have it up, if you're buying it or selling it, basically your max loss and your max profit combined is going to equal the $800. And that's basically the 8,000 that is in Bitcoin for the spread. So if you wanted to trade dollar for Bitcoin, you could trade 10 contracts. You want to cut that in half, you trade 5. And that's why it makes sense when you said 270 about dollars that you have more than one contract. At least I was saying maybe 10. But yeah, so that is your profit loss for your position.
Okay, cool. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. I'm figuring this out here.
When it clicks, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then it's easier when you're going in and out, just understanding, 10 is a full one. So, sometimes whatever contracts I'm doing, sometimes I'll do full, sometimes I'll do a couple, sometimes I do a half. Right. It depends where I think it is.
And the way I think of these spreads, Paul, is I call them like pies. You have an $800 pie, and so in this one you have an $8,000 spread where Bitcoin can go from, which is from 4,700 to 12.7. So that's your $8,000 of difference where there's value in between. And you have $800 of value depending on where that closes out at. And so that's where the middle of that spread is 8,700. That's going to be square in the middle. So if you were trading it at 8,700, you'd have $400 of risk to the upside or downside, depending, and you'd have the same $400 of profit potential one way or the other. And then you just decide how many contracts you want, and then you understand what your exposure is.
Oh, baby, I like it.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think the coins, at least the ones on GDAX, where I like to trade mostly on GDAX when I trade these things, it looks like they're about to go, and if Litecoin's going to lead the way, when I called in on Friday, it was about 140, 145-ish range, and right now we're sitting at 210, and we had a lot of volume come in last night, and I like to use the 2-hour chart. It works really well for me. a lot of volume come in last night because they announced several different payment agreements that they're going to be using. One is called Light Pay. The other one is called Light PAL, I believe. And you're going to be able to use Litecoin anywhere Visa and MasterCard is accepted with a flat 1% fee across the board. So they also did a hard fork similar to Bitcoin.
Can you just say that again? That anywhere that Visa or MasterCard is accepted, you're going to be able to do what?
You're going to be able to use your Litecoins. You're going to be able to load them onto a credit card. You're going to be able to use it and pay a 1% flat across the board on all transactions.
That's interesting. So you would take your Litecoin, you put it on a Visa card, right? And let's say you're getting a subscription, you know, a TFNN. You just take your Visa card, and we accept the Visa, and that just that's interesting, man.
Kind of like prepaid debit cards.
Yeah,
you can go load them at Walgreens, right?
No,
yeah.
Exactly. So I wonder Visa and MasterCard are going to figure out how they get their money out of Litecoin.
The 1%'s going somewhere.
Right. No, I understand that.
Yeah.
But even in the context of that, where do they get their money from? You know, the Litecoin. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you load it with dollars, they have a dollar. Like, okay, so your Visa, you're accepting Litecoin, then okay, now you gotta get that into cash.
Sure.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Are they gonna start basically banking Litecoin?
Right.
They might start reserving Litecoin.
I would say they'd probably be hedging it, as in getting it out on the other side, right?
This is quite a move, man, in Litecoin right now. I got this up, I mean, just from last night. Last night it was $1.60, right?
That's what he's talking about. 160 to 210, $50 move. I mean, what's that? 30 over 30%? Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
So they also announced a hard fork, which they're going to come out with Litecoin Cash, similar to Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. So anyone that's holding Litecoin is going to get, for each Litecoin, you're going to get 10 Litecoin Cash. It's just going to be automatically given to you, similar to if you held Bitcoin.
It's like Bitcoin a dividend,
came out, yeah. You also got Bitcoin Cash as part of the deal. So
it's like you got pregnant, had a baby.
Yep. So
Pretty
this
good.
thing's going to be really interesting if it could run back after the high. I mean, it has some work to do, but a break of 200 here. The daily looks good. The 2-hour looks good, and we could be back off to the races. We will see.
It looks. Let me just put. Whoa, that's quite a chart, man. Yeah, I mean, you know, even. If I just looked at that any chart, that move there just broke the whole downtrend that's been on since 375. Holy cow. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That was when Bitcoin was at, literally the day, December 19th, Bitcoin was at 20,000 when they were all rocking, was at 370.
Pretty cool. Cooking, brother.
Cool.
Thanks, Paul.
All right, man. You guys have a great one.
Thanks for the call, man. You too.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have volatility in this market in spades. You get the Dow right now up 42. NASDAQ, big move, up 57 after where it's been. NQs are up 51. S&Ps are up 11. Gold's up 1880. Come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum,
copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Volatility, we have it in spades. You got the Dow right now up 64, Nasdaq up 65, S&P's up 13, gold's up 20 bucks. You got King Dollar down 292 ticks. Oil numbers come out, and look at those oil numbers.
Look at that. So we're 12 minutes past the numbers. They come out at 10:30, and we are already almost a full dollar up from where we were trading at before that news. We were trading at 58.60. We're trading right now 5 pennies below 59.60.
Amazing.
And let's jump back into that news numbers. So here are the numbers incomplete. So headline number, crude oil, 1.8 million barrels. Estimate was 3.1, so a little bit less oil than they thought, right? Less supply. That should be an increase in price, so it's reacting. Some of the different ones, though, gasoline, you had 3.6 million barrels. Estimate was 1.8. Cushing crude, a decline of 3.6 million barrels. PADD 3 crude, an increase of 6.1 million barrels. Distillates was down about 500,000. Estimate was break even. And they go down further and further, but pretty remarkable. So let's get back into kind of compare some of those trades we were looking at real quick. So again, we're trading 59.60. What's nice is we are literally a square dollar from where we were trading at before that news came out, okay? So here's our 11 a.m. trades we were looking at. Okay, 11 a.m.s, the focal point was going to be 58.50, okay? Oil was trading at 58.60. So we had 10 cents of value in the bullish trade.
Up one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this really reacted nicely because we had a little bit of a head start, you could call it, to the upside,
10 cents,
right?
Yep.
So if you wanted to sell this position right now, you could sell out, max profit 110, so you're taking back 110.
And I think that was 45 cents.
45,
yeah,
right. 45 cents, $45. And so that's a nice position. And if you ever got the turnaround in the next 15 minutes, you'd still have your bearish position open.
Yeah.
You'd have value below 58.50. Okay, so that was your 11 o'clock. That was really nice because we had a head start to the upside already.
Right.
The noons were going to be a little bit tougher because they were the ones with the bearish bias, okay? Because they had the focal point of 59.
Right.
Okay? So we were trading at 58.60.
So you needed 40 cents before you even get in the money.
To the upside, correct, right. You know, if you get a big move down, you already had a 40-cent head start to the downside when you were looking at, let me line these up. So 59 to 60.50 would have been your bullish trade. 59 to 57.50 would have been your bearish trade. This one is now, of course, massively out of the money, is at 55 cents, so there's almost no value here. But guess what? This is going to be your bullish trade, okay? You're at 59.56. Market's pretty much right where it is. This would be the one with the amount of value. If you were to sell this position, you'd be able to sell it out at about break even right now.
Yeah, because the extra hour cost us another 12 cents or something.
Total,
Yeah,
right. 10, 12 pennies between the two contracts. So that was about $55 trade, or 55 cents a movement away from 59 you would need. Now, you still have an hour and 15 minutes in this trade.
Oh, yeah,
so here's a cool element to this, right? You just got the bounce, so you could sell your bullish position.
Yep.
Break even, okay? And even as we speak, it's climbing, so you make a little bit of a profit even. Well, we got to move quick, man. Oil's rocking. So you close out the bullish position, and then maybe you get a pullback, and this position remains open for the next hour and 15 minutes, and anything below $59 you start taking value to. And you're
Which isn't that far.
No, and that's you know, on the 11 o'clocks, you're now a full dollar away. That would be tough with only 15 minutes. But if anybody follows these numbers, in the next hour and 15 minutes, reversals are definitely possible. Okay, especially when you're talking about a move of $1 in the span of 15 minutes one way. All you need is a 50, 75 cent move back down, and you start getting value to the negative side. Maybe if you were bearish to start this trade off, that might be a real nice one, because you said, man, I kind of lucked out here, right? I got the way I wasn't even thinking it would move. I've broken even already, and if the market just decides to pull back in my direction, you have value to the downside. So pretty cool. We'll check back in at the end of the hour, see where we get. But anytime you make a volatility trades and you get $1 movement in the first 14 minutes after the news,
huge.
You can see the type of moves and the prices that it sets, for sure.
And so folks, just come over to our website, TFNN, go to the Nadex banner, one on the top, on the side, pull it up, get that demo account going. Volatility's out here in the markets.
That's for sure. And natural gas is tomorrow. We got another one, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. Natural gas inventories. We'll do it all over again.
Big time.
Totally.
And we'll go into the market. If you want to see... you
know what? We got a caller, actually, first. We have Tom in Plymouth. Tom, good morning.
What's going on, brother?
Hey, good morning, Tommy. How you been?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, no complaint.
That's a beautiful thing. Yeah. So, what are we going to look at?
I'm in this SVXY, SXVY.
Okay.
And I've got over $1 on it right now, so I'm wondering what you think of the market here short term. I don't know. I guess short term could be an hour or 2 hours or a day or two, you know, who knows. But should I just take my money and run or let it ride?
So let's take a look. So this is the ProShare Short VIX. Okay, so
short VIX.
Yeah, exactly.
Short-term futures.
So when the VIX is going down, the bottom line, this will go up. Right. Look at this. This is the one that got crushed. I got it. Okay.
Yeah,
so
and
this is the one that Bloomberg just had the article about.
With traded in Fidelity accounts or something like that the other day. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as the market has rebounded to the tune of,
I'd take your money right now. Why not? If that's, you know, what you have out here today, I think we're just in a range. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so here, if we go to look at the S&Ps for a second, we pull the S&Ps up.
By this afternoon, we could be down 150 points.
Well, we just made the whole range. I think it's going to be range bound all day. I mean, I think
quite a range.
Yeah, it's a great range.
I mean, we just went down 2%, Tom, and came all the way back almost 2%. Right. So, man, oh man, right?
Bottom line is that, I think, give it half hour, we'll probably only be up 6 S&P points. You know what I mean? So,
and we could trade back down 1%, 26, and then you could do it again.
Go back up. It's a nice range we're in, and I think that's...
Anytime you get a 2% spike upwards and you're short the VIX, that might be a nice for sure. You just got to think about it.
If we take a look at this...
I was really thinking yesterday about getting into the TVIX too, which is just the opposite, and have both. And but it's like I can't really have both, but you can almost do it and have both and still make out.
Well, you can. What happens is that when you're still going to trade it. When you have both, all you're doing is you're going delta neutral, meaning you don't even have a trade on. So what does happen, that being said, what does happen on a highly volatile day, if you get both sides, you can do okay on both sides. But where the problem comes in is that if you have it and then you decide just to take off one side, it keeps going, then you're going to be in the losing position. You know what I mean? So, I've done it. Not on that, but I've done it on other things. And sometimes you just kid yourself. So sometimes if I'm, you know, going back and forth, oh, hold it, man, stop this right now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I'm going to take your advice and take the cash. It can't hurt, you know?
It's a nice trade, man.
Took it, brother.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks, Tom.
Guys.
Let's go to Mark in Bedford. Hey, Mark, what's going on, brother?
Not much. How are you guys doing?
Doing
Great,
well,
man. Yourself?
I'm fine. I'm still happy. My Huskies won the Bean Pot 2 nights ago.
Oh, that's
congrats,
awesome, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Northeastern won the Bean Pot.
What had it been? 30 years, I think, since they had won it, Mark?
Yeah, it's been a long time since NU won that Bean Pot.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's when, what was Chris's name, 30 years ago?
Yeah, they played a real good second period, too, so.
Nice.
Yeah, you stay right there.
They beat, okay.
We'll come right back.
Right
877-927-6648. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. We got our man Mark from Bedford.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
You don't buy into that nonsense, do you? You know you can't time the markets. I didn't. And in 2006, I set out on a mission to do just that. I began by surrounding myself with the greats like Tom O'Brien, Larry Pesavento, David White, and Basil Chapman. I read countless books and even looked to the moon and planets for answers. Now, we both know that trading is 80% mental. So I learned the exact tools that Tony Robbins uses to overcome fear. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability. And last March, the folks at Timers Digest began tracking my newsletter signals, which through January 18, 2018, placed me as the #1 gold timer for that exact time frame. Now, I can't officially be recognized until Timers Digest has a full year of signals, but clearly I've learned how to time the markets, and I'd like to teach you how to do that as well. Subscribers to Mastering Probability gain access to my live and archive workshops where I show you the exact same patterns that earn me this #1 ranking. If you're looking for great market calls and an education, sign up for Mastering Probability today at TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Talk with Mark from Bedford, and I believe gold, right, Mark?
My question, Tom, was in gold. We see it had a huge spike today, and I was just wondering, I know you're a gold bull, and do you think this is a one-day thing, or you think this is the beginning of a run?
I think it's the beginning of a run. I think we've been on it for a while, and you know what it did is got everyone really frustrated. There's no doubt, you know. But if we go back to December, you can see that, you know, we ran from 1242, you get up to 1370, couldn't take out the September 17 high, and you got it now, man. I mean, this could be an ABC up to 1440. You know, so you got the wide price spread, you got the volume, you know, and the dollar's getting destroyed, man. You know, so the core and what the yen. See, we bring up the yen. Watch, look at this yen. The yen. The breakdown in the yen is pretty intense, and that correlation is a direct correlation. The yen gets stronger, gold gets stronger, and this yen is blowing out in a big way. Let me just see this. Yeah, you can see now we're really under the consolidation. You know, I mean, this is a good break. That's saying that, hey, if the yen's going down to 99,
we're back to 2016 since we've been there.
You take this. We did this yesterday, and if you're watching Target TV, watch when you put this up. The direct correlation is pretty intense. You know, the yellow line is gold, and if the yen's going down here to 99, that means gold's going up to 1440.
Yeah, it's an inverse relationship.
Inverse, nice. Yeah. So. You know, and, you know, if it's an ABC up, what does happen is that there's straight line moves. You know, so we'll see. You know, we did the straight line move from, you know, December up, chopped down, drove everyone crazy, you know.
All right. Cooking, guys.
Thanks so much, Mark.
Take care. Have a great day.
You too. Let's check back into the oil. 59.35. Yeah. Not bad, so we'll see.
And see that those 12s, that would have been pretty good. Taking that off,
would have
right?
been the point, right?
Yep.
Break even and see where you are.
Yep.
Totally.
Stay right there, folks. We got swim lessons coming up next. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Thanks, Phil.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.